Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip, that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Shifts by him, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think, but to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That'll be caught by Foreman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. His throw incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Man open left side is Brown. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy
2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Foreman powering ahead. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence. They set up the screen to Foreman. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Quick slant to Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to come here. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, no, easy.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Arizona defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The Vikings sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Going to run with Madison again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He gets it to Addison. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Here's a give to Madison running right. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Throwing is Cousins. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, here's Foreman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Lawrence. It's complete to Brown, right side. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's Madison running on first down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6. Play fake. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Hey, flipper.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 49 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. And that one too wide and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want. Anytime they want to throw the football, there was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Madison. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's Gaskin. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up two.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around.
Hey, flipper, flipper.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Cousins. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Cardinals will take over here just shy of the 30. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Hey, let's go.
Now a give to Foreman. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hey, go.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Now Lawrence on 1st down. That'll be caught by Foreman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Foreman. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Foreman is in. Touchdown, Arizona. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Quickly to Addison here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now the try here for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Wilson, 81 yards. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll let them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Running on first down with Gasket. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Still fighting. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here we go. 1st and goal. Madison is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Foreman powering ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Back to throw, Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him out to the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. Here's Lawrence. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's second and 10. On the handoff, here's Foreman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Foreman will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now first and goal. They run it on first with Foreman. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come up first and 10 here. Now Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Arizona, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me.